Good evening, everybody. My name is Michael Gelfand, and I am the best man. And I know we've tried several times, but let's try once more. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Joseph Loiacono. Now, I am very, very, very proud to say that I am Joseph's best friend. I have known Joseph for the better part of 3 decades, 4 presidencies, but sadly, not even close to 5 Mets World Series championships. I wrote that line in July. It almost got ruined last week. Now, I first met Joseph in 1989. If you want to know how long ago that was, the Berlin Wall was still a thing when Joseph and I met. And how did Joseph and I meet? Not in elementary school. I was at Cantioch, he was at Jackson. Bitter rivals. We met in, of all places, Hebrew school in 5th grade. And every young Jewish person hated Hebrew school. It was good for nothing. But for Joseph and I, it was the start of the greatest friendship that we would have in our lives, and for that we were grateful. And we also learned a little bit about Judaism and had our mitzvahs and all that lovely stuff. His party was a little bit better than mine, but you know, what can you do? My parents, it was the first of 3, they had to get it wrong the first time. But Joseph had a great party. And Joseph and I were inseparable for 4 years through middle school. But unfortunately, as often happens with life, Joseph's mother got a job in St. Louis, and Joseph moved to St. Louis before the start of high school. And I had moved before from New Jersey, and I had people I thought were my best friends back then, and we sort of lost contact. And you know, you start to worry that this is going to happen with friends of yours. It didn't happen with Joseph. We stayed together the whole time. We spoke every week. He would come up for winters and in the summer, and especially after we moved to Florida, that continued even more frequently. We'd see each other whenever we could. We'd talk all the time. And let me tell you, the rabbi was right. Joseph is the most selfless person, the most giving person I have ever met in my entire life. Rose family, you are getting a good one here. You are getting a good one here because he puts the needs of everybody before himself. And we did a ton of things together. When we were still living in New York, we played video games, he kicked my butt all the time, but you know, that's okay. I had no coordination, he had great coordination. But we'd have sleepovers, we'd go to movies, we saw all the movies, we watched the same shows. We had a sleepover, this one particular memory, because we were such big Mets fans. His stepdad at the time was not a big Mets fan, and was not exactly the most subtle of human beings. So one evening, I was sleeping on the couch in Joseph's family room, and during the night, his stepdad came home, came down, leaned in real close, and said, "Mets suck!" This was quite the impression on this poor 12-year-old kid. But it only gave me the more dogged determination to root for this team. And we rooted for them together for 26 years of our friendship. We had a World Series in 2000, wasn't anywhere close to what we had this year. And one of the reasons it was special this year is because Joseph and I went to the first playoff game together at Citi Field, and we had a hell of a time. And we shouted our lungs out for the Mets. And that was the culmination of a ton of things we did together, from Live Earth to spring training games to what I'm told is the second game ever at Marlins Stadium, spring training game. And Joseph is so giving. Well, I went down to Florida in 2012. I'm a huge wrestling fan. Joseph is not, because he's normal. And it wasn't even on my radar that WrestleMania was in Miami that year. But because Joseph puts everybody's needs before his own, he says to me, "You want to go to WrestleMania?" I said, "You realize that's 4 hours of wrestling, right?" He was good. And not only did he do that, he went on Wikipedia and looked up all the storylines so he would be well versed going into the event. Because that is what Joseph is. He puts hard work into everything, and he puts everybody else's needs before his own. And he even tolerated some insane person coming up to us dressed as Zack Ryder. We're online for food. This insane person is yelling at Joseph about Dragon Gate Pro Wrestling. Joseph has no idea what he is talking about, but he tolerates this because he knows this evening is special to me. And that's the way Joseph is. And I treasure every moment that we had together during that time. But I will say this, Joseph is very good at hiding certain things from me. Because for 24 years, to put it accurately, I thought I knew when Joseph was happy. I didn't know when Joseph was really happy. Because at the end of 2013, when we started having our phone conversations, I started noticing a little twinkle in Joseph's voice. I started seeing pictures on Facebook. And you know, he dated people in the past. It was never a big deal. But gosh darn it, Mike, you have to meet Jenny. You have to meet Jenny. And I had never, ever seen Joseph so happy as when he met Jenny. And when I met Jenny, I understood why. And Jenny herself was too. Because the first evening I spent at their house, she let me win at Cards Against Humanity. So that is the type of people they are. So what I ask of you, they are perfect for each other. I have never seen people so happy. I am so happy for my friend. So let's do them a service. And after the speeches are done, let's party like we've never partied before and blow the roof off this place. Now everybody